Hey you guys, what is up, Ethereal here with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my mini braids. If you want to know how I got this look, keep watching. Alright, so a lot of you guys have been asking me about how I install my mini braids and also if I was just going to do mini braids again. So today I'm going to show you guys exactly what I do, the process that I do in order to get nice looking quality mini braids like the ones that I have right now. And the products that I use are, of course, a spray bottle full of warm water. To seal the ends, I use this Alipe and Mango butter mix. It is really easy to do and it protects the ends of your hair immensely. It does. It helped me a lot. Even when I don't have mini braids, I use this just to seal the ends of my hair. What I do is I melt down the butter like this. I know it looks gross. Ooh, I know it looks gross, but this is what it looks like. Also, I use this oil as well. This is a herbal oil mix. I use this for slip only. This is for sealing and this is for slip for when I'm braiding my hair. So I'm about to show you guys the process really quick. I left out a section just to show you. Sectioning is my Achilles heel in the back. I cannot part it properly for crap in the back. So I do my best with the back and try and make sure all the sections are as neat as possible. But you don't have to do what I'm doing. Even before, when I did my mini braids, I didn't section them all the way like to where it was just perfect, a perfect section. So that you don't have to do that in order to get the result that you want. But try your best at least to get a perfect section. So without further ado, I'm going to show you guys this section and how I do it. First things first, take down my bantu knot, right? And this is after you do it on washed and detangled hair. You go through the section. Now for me, it doesn't matter how much, even if I decided to blow my hair out in order to make sectioning easier, my hair will still give me a hard time with sectioning. That's just how my hair is. I don't know about you guys, but when I have my 4C hair does that. That's just what it does. It likes to mingle. Okay, and I try to get the section as straight as possible. Okay, so in order to make doing the mini braids easier, what I do is I section this little line off in multiple different sections so that I'll just be able to just run through the mini braids really quick. I just do all my sectioning in one go for each row, if that makes sense. After I do about 3 of them, I put the rest away for a little bit and I start to braid mini braids. What you're seeing me doing right now, of course, is braiding, but what I like to do is, because they're mini braids, I am trying to get this done as quickly as possible. When you procrastinate with these mini braids, it can take you as long as 3 weeks, like me, to be able to do this, but you have to really be on it and make sure that you're getting your sections done. And that's the thing that is the hardest thing to do, is to keep track and to keep doing it. So I try my best to get my braids out the way as much as possible, and I try to beat the clock sometimes. And something that I found that helps me while I'm doing this is not me watching TV. It distracts me. I do this while listening to music, or if I can't listen to music, I just go in the bathroom and I'm looking at myself in the mirror doing these braids, because I personally know myself. I don't know about y'all. I know myself, and I know what happens when I get distracted. It's no bueno. So I need something to keep me focused, whether it's silence or music. This is what I'm doing. Just braiding it down, making sure that the parts don't get tangled as I'm braiding it down. And I'm making sure that the mini braids as well are a nice size. They're not too big. They all have to be almost the same size. and they have to be mini, not small braids, mini braids. A lot of people like to say that mini braids don't give you a lot of volume, but that cannot be further from the truth. The truth is that a lot of people tend to do their braids a lot bigger than they should, and that's what causes more shrinkage than there should be, and it causes your braids not to look as good. If you notice in my previous videos, I did my mini braids a lot bigger than I'm doing them now, and look at those results and look at the results that I have now. I also didn't part them well, so you see a lot of scalp. When I'm doing them smaller, you don't see as much scalp as you do with the mini braids that I had a year prior. So that's one thing that I really learned to hone in on, is to make sure that I do my mini braids properly, because if I don't, I'm gonna not wind up not liking them, and then I'm gonna take them down. I don't like looking crazy. Make sure you just do them properly. It's gonna be worth the hassle, okay? Because you get to keep them in. If you do them right, you get to keep them in for a year to 2 years. So it's totally worth it, and you get to retain all that length. So I'm about to show you my process as I near the end. So I near the end, I don't braid it down. I learned that I don't have to braid it down all the way. It actually gives a type of look to it. The end is the most annoying part because of the fact that for some reason it just takes forever to do. You would think the top would take forever to do it. That's what I thought, but like the bottom takes the longest. So as I'm nearing the end, what I like to do is, one, I stop, right? This is what's looking like, right? So what I do is I spray the ends with water, right? Until it's dripping with water. I make sure it gets well saturated in there, right? And then I use my herbal oil that gives me slip, and I put that on the end of my hair, right? That's not it. That's not all I do, right? I also put the melted alipe and mango butter on the ends, and this gives your hair an extra protective layer for the harsh elements outside. And what I do is I take my finger and I twist it around, give it more of a defined curl, and when it dries, it gives a beautiful, beautiful look. If I have anything left on my fingers, I just kind of slide it on the braid. That's what I do. So that's what I do. I'm going to show you guys another braid. Make sure it's nice and sectioned like before. You can get it done really quick if you just go ahead and section off the braids first. You just go to the next one, and then the next one, and the next one. Alright, and here's another one. I'm just doing the same thing. In the beginning, I try and make sure that the ends don't link up with each other and make a big knot, because that's what will wind up happening if you do not separate the strands until you at least get to the middle. Okay, here we go. Yep, you see that? There's the knot. Gotta make sure that's out. This is literally what I did to grow my hair. The only difference is I just added extensions to it, so it added that extra layer of protection, if you will, if that makes sense. So back in the day, I didn't know how to grip the hair in order to have the extension stay on it without braiding it. And for some reason, braiding my hair before putting the extension on my hair and braiding it into the hair helped me to grab the hair, so that I'll be able to add the extension on. And that's what I did, and it grew my hair out a lot. That's when I realized that my hair grows really well with braids, and if I leave it alone, it works. And I wasn't really clear in my beginning videos about how I grew my hair. Like I was all over the place in my first video. So I just want to let y'all know that's literally what I did. I left it alone for a while, and then when I started seeing new growth and whatnot, sometimes I would re-braid and then put the extension back on the braid after I've washed the extension, or I would just take the extension out and then put the extension on the new growth and braid it back into the hair, if that makes sense. So that's what I would do, and that worked for me. That's what worked for me, and it grew my hair out a lot. So now that I have, I would say, a nice little length on me now, I would say I don't really need the extensions anymore. I would like rather wear my hair the way it is, which is why I love mini braids so much as well. It gives you so much versatility. It's just great. It's just an all-around great style to have. I don't have to worry about anything, and I mean, honestly, like working out, everything, like literally, it's a great hairstyle to do. Okay, as you can see, I'm done. So now I'm spraying it with water, using my herbal oil for slip, using my Felipe mango butter for protection, and I oil the crap out of my ends. I do not care. I oil the crap out of my ends. It has done me a lot of favors in retaining length. So here you go. That's the defined curl that we're looking for at the end, and we're on to the next one. Also for me, I don't wet my mini braids. I don't wet my strands with water, mainly because I did that before in the past, and as you see, my hair shrunk up a lot. Of course you can if you want to. I just choose not to because it just affects the length that I want for my hair. But if you know how to well, no, honestly, I feel like if you do it, if you wet your hair while doing the braid, it's just not gonna be as long. But I mean, some people still do it, and I'm not opposed to it. I mean, hey, do it. But at the end of the day, I know that my hair is going to be getting water every day. I'm going to be spritzing it with water. Why would I need to wet it while doing my mini braids?
Alright everyone, this is the finished look. As you can see, there's barely any scalp showing, so you don't get that super thin look. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell as well. You don't want to miss anything around here. I'll be back with another video soon. Until then, this is Ethereal signing off. Bye.